guys, welcome to this week's Lush kitchen menu video. I hope this video actually reaches you because I love filming these videos. My Lush kitchen video from last week is sitting right there. I'm looking at it right now. Completed, done for you, and yet my computer decided it didn't want to upload it, so that's a waste of 10 hours of my life. So this week's Lush kitchen menu is based around the idea of happiness and joy, and the products that Lush Kitchen have chosen to bring out should hopefully bring some radiance to your face, should hopefully bring some radiance to your life. It's an odd week, I have to say, an odd week. The selection of products are very diverse, they're very different. After last week's absolutely most expensive week in the kitchen, I am happy that there's not many products I need to buy. I am now going to document every single week, and this is a dangerous game. I'm going to document every single week how much I spent on Lush, and at the end of the year I'm going to work out which month of the year and which week of the year was the most expensive for me. Looking at last week's expenditure, if that's even a word, I would say that this week, or last week, just gone, still this week, but last week for you guys, would probably be the most expensive week of the year. I can't imagine, unless they bring out a perfume week towards the end of the year, that a week would be more expensive than this week has been. I have bought products every single day, and those products have cost me £30. Work out the maths, add on an extra one that I brought on Monday, and the Valentine's Day range yesterday, and a couple of box sets on eBay, and various other products that I might have bought that weren't in the Valentine's Day range yesterday. Yeah, this week's expensive. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. Anyway, let's just get on to this week's Lush kitchen menu. Punching imaginary people. First up on Monday in the Lush kitchen menu is the Happy Facade shower gel. Now maybe Lush want to give you an extra dose of happiness this January, but the bottle this time around is a 500g bottle. Now Lush Kitchen have never done 500g bottles, they've always done the 250, so double that sunshine. I was really excited when this first came out back, 2 years ago now, when they first released it in the Lush Kitchen, because I had managed to pick a little 100g bottle in a gift set on eBay that was about 10 years old. In fact, I think I still have that bottle. Look at this for cuteness. This is a really old retro 100g bottle. It's even lost its full stops, look at that. Happy for SAD, happy for sad. This, as you can probably imagine, is just not working really. I just keep it because it's cute and it adds extra sunshine for shower time. Does it smell like Happy for Sad? It smells alright actually. I don't think I trust it on my skin. This went out of date way back in 2005. That's 11 years out of date. That's pretty impressive. So this is Happy for Sad, and the SAD stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder. For those who don't know what seasonal affective disorder is, it's for people who have a disorder where they mentally, physically, in many ways get affected by certain seasons of the year. In particular, the winter season, January, February, March time, when it's icy cold, when you feel isolated and it's dark, and it can really affect your mindset and it really affect your mood. One of the key ingredients in Happy for Sad is neroli. In fact, it's one of the base ingredients in Happy for Sad. It uplifts your mood, it makes you feel better, it wakes you up. It's a shower gel, I think, that is either, I wouldn't say I love or hate shower gel. I don't hate this shower gel. It's just not one that particularly leaves an impression on me at all. It's one that I use occasionally. This bottle I've had now for what, a good couple of years, maybe a year and a half, and as you can see I haven't even gone below the lid of the bottle, so it's not one I use very often, it's not one I crave very often. It depends, I suppose, on your tastes in Lush. So smell wise, in here you have grapefruit oil, mandarin oils, you have neroli oil, and you have a Dove Orchard infusion. When I smell this from the bottle, I get the grapefruit and I get the mandarin mostly, and it is a very gentle fruity smell. There's no zest in here, it's not overly strong. In fact, I really have to strain my nostrils or my senses to get much of a smell from this bottle at all. It's a very subtle smell. When you use this in the shower, the neroli comes out a little bit more, so you add that grassy, fresh element to it. In terms of the Dove Orchard infusion, I want to say that I can smell a very slight underlying note of floral, but I don't know whether I'm just imagining that because I know that the Dove is in there. It's a nice smell. That's the best way of saying it. It's a nice smell. It's average at lathering up in the shower. The smell does tend to dissipate quite quickly for me. I didn't find it lingers around long. I don't find it really lingers on my skin that much. So if you're somebody who just likes something gentle that's not going to overpower you, this would be a good one to use. It's not one really that I'm overly in love with, and therefore it's one that I will not be buying, because this 250g bottle is more than enough to see me through another few years. Also coming out on Monday in the Lush kitchen is a bath bomb that shares its scent with the Happy Facade shower gel, and that is Shut Up and Get Over It. Now the strange thing about this bath bomb is, even though it shares its scent with Happy Facade, I find that the smell is very, very different in this format. For those who've not seen what Happy Facade looks like, it's a little bit like this, and on the top there you have blue stained coarse sea salt. That sea salt is there to moisturise and to rehydrate your skin in the bath. It dissolves very, very quickly, leaves the water nice and smooth. I wouldn't say this is one of the most moisturising bath bombs whatsoever. I wouldn't even say it's one of the most uplifting ones. Smell-wise, it's a nice smell here. I get the grapefruit mostly in this format, and I get the neroli coming through a lot stronger than in the shower gel version. In fact, I find the bath bomb tends to be stronger, or I can smell this a lot easier than I can smell the shower gel. Despite its beautiful colour and its beautiful design, it really didn't blow me away in the bath. The smell dissipated very quickly. That's my word today, dissipated. The smell dissipated super quickly in the bath. I had to leave the bathroom and go back in, and when I did, I couldn't smell anything whatsoever. This didn't stay for much longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Now, the strange thing is, I know people who rave about this bath bomb. I just don't get it, because for me, it didn't leave much of an impression. It's a really lovely smell. It's one of the smells that I should really like quite a lot, but the bath bomb to me doesn't work. It turns the water a nice visual orange colour, I suppose, to make you happy. That's a really good colour to have and to bathe with. I want something that's going to wake me up. I want something that's going to uplift me. Because the smell's not there, it doesn't really do what the shower gel does. I know this will be a big seller because there are lots of people who love it. It's obviously just not one that works with my senses very well. I could stand here and complain about various other things that this bath bomb has done or hasn't done, but I suppose I should just, I don't know, shut up and get over it. Pun intended, yeah, I know. Tuesday in the Lush kitchen menu, we have one brand new product that snuck in. Obviously didn't fit in with last week's kitchen menu. It is Lemony Flutter body conditioner. After last week's Lush kitchen menu and this week, I am just going to have so much body conditioner, I'm going to drown in it, which is not a terrible way to go. Lemony Flutter is an unknown product. Lemony Flutter cuticle butter is not vegan. This one, as it's a brand new release, I don't know whether or not it's going to be vegan. A part of me is saying, please let it be vegan. Then it's another Lemony product I can try. At the same time, a part of me is saying, no, stop spending money on Lush. Either way is going to work best for me. I'll benefit either side, so I'm not too bothered. The smell has been described to me as being like a sweet, waxy lemon smell with elements of grass to it, so it sounds something that I'll really enjoy. Years ago I managed to get a Lemony Flutter body lotion from eBay, and it was released as a one-off, as a forum special back when forum specials still occurred, and it wasn't something I was overly enamoured with. However, I'm guessing when I bought it, it was a few years out of date, and I find with Lush body lotions the scent does tend to dissipate. So I can't really judge it based on that experience, but I think it would be, as I say, like a waxy lemony smell. It's $29.95, so it's quite expensive. It won't sell out straight away. I could almost guarantee that. I hope I don't have to eat those words. Again, another brand new product. There's nothing much I can really say. There's nothing on the internet that will help me to find out a bit more about it because nobody's tried it. Wednesday in the Lush kitchen, we're keeping the happiness going, folks. We start out with the Happy Pill Bath Bomb. Now this straight away is going to be a big seller. It will sell out quickly. It is massive. For those who have not seen it, I still have two slightly weathered ones, but they're good enough to show you. This is the Happy Pill Bath Bomb. As you can see, it's shaped like a pill, and it brings happiness, hence the name. The yellow half is scented with Happy Hippie Shower Gel, which is a big popular favourite shower gel, as it's still a regular product and people still buy it all the time. And the orange side is another one of Lush's biggest shower gels, the Olive Branch. So together you can just envisage that smell. Grapefruit, sweet and zesty, with vine leaves and beautiful floral elements, tangerine, mandarins and olive oil. It's a beautiful combination. The bath bomb is great because it's so big that you can halve it, and in fact you can even quarter this and have it across multiple baths. If you are somebody who just loves the olive branch and wants to experience the olive branch, you can cut it in half and just use the olive branch side. If you love Happy Hippie and want a zesty bath, you can just use the Happy Hippie side. If you want to throw it all in the mix, You throw them together and you get a beautiful bath. I will say that although its size is massive and it's very impressive in its scent, it's nice and strong, and the scent does stay with you in the bath for quite a while, it doesn't really paint a good picture in the water. Firstly, it's quite a boring bath bomb. It froths up and you get yellow froth and you get orange froth, and that sort of dissipates across the water and vanishes pretty quickly. You're left with a bath that is sort of a murky, yellowy, orangey colour, so nothing really to write home about, even though the smell is there, and it's also not one of the most moisturising bath bombs from my personal experience. So although it's a great smell, and if you love Olive Branch or Happy Hippie, you'll definitely want to get yourself some of these to try, it's still not a favourite of mine. And I find that these ones, within a couple of months, if you want to store them and keep them, they do tend to start crumbling a little bit, and they can be sinkers if you leave them too long. On to Thursday in the Lush kitchen. There are very few products, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Both Tuesday and Wednesday just have a single product. Maybe they're just slowing down a little bit, get people to catch up with their spending over the Christmas holidays. But on Thursday we have a soap that I've never tried before, and it is called Flotsam soap. Now this soap has me so intrigued, and the reason it has me intrigued is because everyone seems to hate it. Everyone is really confused as to why Lush have brought this back. The general consensus is it's a soap that perhaps shouldn't have been created to begin with, and certainly isn't wanted back by anyone. A lot of people are confused by why it's been brought back. People are confused as to why something like Flotsam soap has made an appearance when many products that have been asked for and requested for time and time again have not made themselves known. I have to say that I feel that I need to back up the Lush kitchen a little bit and say I love the fact that I don't know what's coming out in the Lush kitchen each week, and I love the fact that over the last 6 months to a year the Lush kitchen has excelled itself in bringing out so many products that I wouldn't have even dreamt of trying in my life. Products that I wouldn't have asked for. I wouldn't have asked for a satin shower gel. I wouldn't have asked for green bath or foam bubble bath. So many products that would have passed me by and I wouldn't have discovered. But Lush Kitchen brought them out even though nobody asked for them, and I have fallen in love with them, and now I'm so happy that I have them. So I think it's great that Lush Kitchen bring out these products that might not have been requested but might be a newfound favourite for somebody, and even if they're not, it's a part of Lush history. It gives you an opportunity to try a product that you perhaps didn't think was ever coming back, and you can give it a go. If you hate it, you hate it. You spent £4 on a piece of soap. It's not the end of the world. I'm happy and excited for Flotsam soap. People have said that it smells of either fish or it smells of suntan lotion, and that's the general consensus. It's a bit like, as somebody said earlier on Facebook, a bit like Russian roulette. When you use it, who knows what you're going to smell of? Fish, suntan lotion. I would rather smell of suntan lotion. I don't really know anyone who would quite happily smell a fish, but each to their own. Free world, you can do and smell and be who you want to be. I'm excited for it. Some of the products that I have really had no sort of interest in that have come out in the kitchen, and I've bought them because I need to review them and put them on my blog and I want to try every product, but I've not been interested in, have arrived, and I found that I've loved them and I've been really intrigued by them and I've wanted to buy them again. So this could be one. Who knows, guys? This could be the product that throws Lord of Misrule out of the water and replaces it as my favourite soap of all time. In a way, I hope it does. I really hope that Flotsam soap is the product that I am known for loving more than any other product in the world, because maybe I'll enjoy smelling like fish. Maybe I haven't given that opportunity a chance yet, and maybe when it happens, I'll realise how great it is to smell a fish. Jokes aside, a soap smelling of fish, stroke suntan lotion, stroke seaweed, whatever it may be, doesn't sound nice. But then I'm an oiler water. I lived by the beach for 21 years, so maybe I just like Flotsam and I just like the sea and the sand and the surf and the seaweed and the smelly soap. I don't need to tell you guys, this isn't going to sell out fast. And Friday in the Lush Kitchen menu we start with Up You Get's Emoty Bomb. This is one of the only emoty bombs I don't actually own, but I have tried it in the past. For those who don't know what an emoty bomb is, the basic idea is that it's a bath bomb for your shower. So when you're showering yourself, you pop it down by your feet, but slightly out of the way of the running water, and the steam of the water and the heat of the water will cause it to melt, cause it to dissolve in the water, and then those senses, those smells, will drift upwards while you're in the shower and wake you up. Up You Get, as the name suggests, is one to wake you up in the morning. I don't personally think that any Lush product or any product on the planet would actually get me motivated and awake enough to go, yes! It's work, let's go. If you're somebody who likes grapefruit smelling products, it's very lemony, it's very citrus, it's a lovely smell, I'm not going to deny it. With emoty bombs, I tend to find you don't need to use the whole thing. It dissolves really quickly. And actually, as a tip, what I tend to do is I put in the plug. So when the running water from the shower is staying down by my feet, not only is my feet getting a nice little bit of a soak going on here, those oils, that shower gel, all moisturising those feet while they're down there, you won't lose the product super quickly. Because the first time I tried one of these, it dissolved in about 5 seconds. It went down the drain and that was it, smell was gone. In terms of where to place this effectively in the bath, I tend to find that when the shower is running, I place it so that the water that you shake off yourself or when you move around, that water is the water that hits the emoty bomb, not the running water from the actual shower. Therefore, it lasts longer. The smell lingers in the bathroom for longer, you get more of an uplift from it, and you can use maybe half or a quarter rather than a whole emoty bomb, and it goes much, much further. It's a quirky idea, it's a cute little design. I'm still not overly sold by emoty bombs that much. I do enjoy them, I see them for what they're worth, but at the end of the day, you are literally pouring your product down the drain, really, because you don't get to spend a lot of the time in the shower. You could perhaps use a segment of a bath bomb to do the same thing. You could use emoty bombs as a bath bomb, that would work as well. It wouldn't be as moisturising as a bath bomb because they don't have those ingredients in there to moisturise the skin, but it certainly wouldn't be bad for your skin, but it'll definitely wake you up. It's definitely a spritzy, bright, grapefruity, citrusy, lemony smell. Unfortunately, the only way to wake me up in the morning is to either punch me in the face or say, Jen, Chris Pine's at the door, and then I'll be up. And the final product to come out on Friday is another fruity favourite. It is the Fruity Beauty Shower Gel. Now again, I'm intrigued because this one is coming out in the 500g bottle. I personally like the 250g. Why? Because some people don't want to necessarily invest in a big bottle if they don't know if they like it or not. Fruity Beauty is a shower gel that I managed to buy years ago, back when I said I was scouting eBay for rare, exquisite, exclusive Lush forum specials. And it's described as a tropical shower gel packed with fresh pineapple juice, vodka, lemon and lime. Now I saw a description online on Facebook by a certain person, you know who you are. It was a great way of putting what this shower gel smells like to me, because there is vodka in here as well as the fruit. And it's not a shower gel that you want to use after a night out. Can I just say that right now? As this person on Facebook said, it does sort of smell like early morning regret of the night before. You know when you go out drinking and socialising and you perhaps drink cocktails, it doesn't really matter what you drink, but if you drink cocktails, fruity substances, etc., and you remember the night before going out and drinking, and you think back to that last cocktail you had, the one you really had to squeeze in because you weren't feeling too great already, that feeling encompasses this shower gel in a bottle. Now that sounds really awful, because if you're somebody who doesn't drink, and I don't drink very often, I drink twice a year if that. I'm not a big drinker, I'm not a fan of alcohol, I much prefer water, I'm a boring person. For those who do drink, say for example you've had a house party, you've had a few drinks and you're feeling a little bit unwell the next day, when you walk downstairs and there's still the accumulation of bottles and half-drunken drinks, things all over the table, and the smell you get from those half-drunken drinks, those cocktails where you've just sort of thrown a few things together, some orange juice in there, some cranberry juice and vodka, and you smell them in the morning when you really don't want to be dealing with that. It sort of smells like what this smells like. It's a nice fruity smell. I like it. But again, I'm using that same adjective I've used twice now. Nice. It's not one that bowls me away. It's not a great smell. It's just a nice smell. If you like fruity smells, you will like this smell. But at the same time, there's nothing really special about this. This is one I can imagine being sold in Superdrug or in Boots or in the Body Shop. This is not a smell that epitomises what Lush are about. That all sounds really negative. What I can show you is it's quite a runny shower gel. The shower gel does go an awful long way as well, so that is a positive for this one here. This also lingers on your skin for quite a while afterwards. There's lemon in here, there's pineapple in here, and both of those together create that tropical smell. You've also got lime in here, and I think it's the lime that I detect the most. Not a spritzy lime like Calacas or Nightwing. It's a very rounded, warming lime smell. It's a nice shower gel. It's just not a personal favourite. And there we have another Lush Kitchen menu for second week in January. It is the second week in January, or is it the third? It's the third. I do hope that this video can be uploaded to YouTube and that you see it. If you're watching it right now, it's uploaded obviously and it's worked and I'm happy. If not, well, it's nice knowing you, Jen, and I'll speak to you again next Friday when we do another Lush Kitchen video to absolutely no one. I like the fact this menu has given me a little bit of a break, but I'm happy that there is at least one product I can buy and a brand new product that I can review. As for top 3 products of the week, that's quite hard because there's not really any products that I would rate highly, in all fairness. I could say Lemony Flutter and Flop Sand Soap just because they're the 2 I'm most excited about, the only 2 I'm excited about because they haven't come out before. But if I'm going for products that I've used before, this is hard. Up You Gets, because it's a nice smell. Happy Pill Bath Bomb, because who doesn't love the olive branch mixed with Happy Hippie? And I think I will go with Happy Facade Shower Gel, but that list is quite constrained. It took a lot to come up with those 3 there. So I will say this is a good week for those who have just started getting into Lush. So perhaps that's what they're thinking. It's Christmas, lots of new Lush fans that have joined the community. Hello, by the way, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm the crazy one. One of. So in that way, it's a good menu because there are things that new Lush fans can enjoy, and there are things that old school Lush fans can also enjoy because they're new for them too. Probably the weakest menu of the year, which is not saying much because it's only week 3. I'm sure Lush Kitchen can produce better menus, and I'm sure next week will be better. So until next week, take care, enjoy yourself, have a fantastic time with the Lush Valentine's Day range. I know I am, and take care.